welcome to my class. I'm Aaliyah. Please find a comfortable seat on your mat, placing one foot in front of the other as you begin to find your center. Today we will focus on the hips and shoulders, undoing the tension of our daily lives. Whether you're at your desk or on your phone, we are here to open up our bodies and minds. Transformation is possible, but it requires daily commitment to yourself, meeting your body exactly where it is today. There's no competition, it's only you here. I do find we chase the mastery levels and ignore the steps, but the magic is in the steps, and to reach these mastery positions, we must honor the foundation. These simple techniques have helped me undo the tensions in my body. Let's begin with Om. Inhale. Begin to move into tabletop, keeping hands hip distance apart, fingers spread. For our wrist stretch, rotate your hands so your fingers point back towards your knees. How does this feel here? You may lean back if it feels comfortable. Make sure that your palms are staying flat as you lean back. Now, flip your hands over so you're resting on the back of your hands, palms facing up. Be gentle here. Don't put all your weight down at once. Your fingers should still point back towards you. How does it feel here? This counter stretch is essential for building the foundation in our wrists, which is important for holding our bodies. And breathe. You can do one side more than once. We'll be going through this. Holding it there and preparing to come out. Grab 2 yoga blocks for this next shoulder opener. If you don't have yoga blocks at home, you can easily use 2 large sturdy books of the same height. From your tabletop, place the blocks shoulder width apart. Set each elbow on the center of a block and bring your palms together in prayer position. Slowly lower your head between your arms, letting your chest melt towards the floor. This setup creates a deeper leverage than a standard stretch, allowing us to specifically target the thoracic spine and open up tight shoulders that come from hours of leaning forward. Breathe here and let gravity do the work. And begin to come out. Grab a small cloth or a strap for this next shoulder opener. Hold the cloth in your right hand and reach the arms straight up towards the ceiling. Bend your right elbow, letting the cloth drape down your back between your shoulder blades. Now reach your left arm behind your lower back and grab the other end of the cloth. Many people can't touch their hands together here, and that is exactly why we use the cloth. It bridges the gap so you can maintain proper form without straining. And we'll do the other side. As you hold this, focus on your breath. Every time you exhale, try to walk your hands a tiny bit closer together along the cloth. And hold it here for a few more moments and release. And we will begin our head rotations. Come into a comfortable seat again on your mat. Begin by looking down. Any rotation you feel comfortable, counterclockwise or clockwise, and begin the rotation with your own breath. And now we begin to hold, holding down. Inhale. And to our other side, the other side, and back. Making sure we are fully prepared, every joint. Now we move into our toes. Flex your toes on the mat in tabletop and slowly sit back if that's comfortable for you. Don't forget to breathe here. Now that our joints are all prepared, meet me in mountain position. In Tadasana, bring your feet hip distance apart. Bring your hands to your sides, palms facing forward. Check in with your hips. Gently tuck your tailbone and rotate your pelvis forward to engage your core and protect your lower back. Pull your shoulders back down and away from your ears. Imagine a straight line running from your heels through your hips all the way to the crown of your head. We often lean forward in our daily lives, but here we reclaim the neutral spine. Stay present in this line, feeling the strength of standing exactly where you are. Let's begin Surya Namaskara A. Inhale, Namaste over the head. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, place the hands and step back to plank. Chaturanga to our 8-limbed serpent. Touch your knees, chin, chest, toes. Inhale, cobra. I want you to focus on pressing your hips towards the ground and while simultaneously pulling your shoulders back. I don't want to see any collapsing of the shoulders. You want to see a nice bend. Push the hips towards the ground. Pull the shoulders back. Breathe. Exhale, downward dog. Set your hands and feet shoulder width apart. Do not sink into the joints. Rotate your outer shoulders down towards the mat. Look towards your navel and breathe. Look to the front of your mat. On an exhale, step forward. Halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come up. Namaste over the head. Exhale, Tadasana, hands to your side. And again, inhale, Namaste over the head. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, place the hands, lean into the shoulders, lift your toes, step back. Chaturanga, 8-limbed serpent, knees, chin, chest, toes. Inhale, cobra, pull the shoulders back, press the hips down. Exhale, downward dog. Keep your fingers spread, lift your hips high. Rotate your outer shoulders down. Gaze towards your navel. Breathe. Look forward. Step forward. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come up. Namaste over the head. Exhale, Tadasana. Inhale, hands up over the head. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. And exhale, step back, Chaturanga, 8-limbed serpent. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward dog. Press your heels down to lengthen your calves and Achilles. And breathe here. Look forward, step forward. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, slowly bring your body up. Namaste over the head. Exhale, down. Surya Namaskara B. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Place your palms, and now we're going to lift our right leg up as high as you can and step back to our Chaturanga, 8-limbed serpent. Inhale, cobra, and exhale, downward dog. Inhale, right leg forward, warrior 1. Try to bring our hips forward. We want them to be squared and straight forward. And lift our arms. Try to straighten your arms. And exhale down. Chaturanga, 8-limbed serpent. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, left foot forward. Warrior one. Square the hips. Straighten the arms. Try to reach them behind your ears. And down. Back to plank. Chaturanga down. 8-limbed serpent. And inhale. Cobra. Exhale, downward dog. Fingers spread. Look between your legs. Activate your shoulders. Try to bring your head to the mat. Look forward. We're going to try to jump. Jump. And inhale, halfway look. Flat back. And exhale, fold. Hold. And slowly come up into chair. Hands to the side into Tadasana. Inhale, chair pose. Look up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, flat back. And place the hands. Lift the left foot. Inhale. And step back. Chaturanga. 8-limbed serpent. Inhale to cobra. Push those hips down. And exhale to downward dog. Inhale, lift the right leg up. And exhale down, warrior one. Exhale down, chaturanga, 8-limbed serpent, cobra. And exhale, downward dog. Left foot up. Keep the hips square and bring it forward. Warrior one. Keep those hips squared. Keep them forward. Exhale down. Chaturanga, 8-limbed serpent. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward dog. With every exhale, reach your forehead towards the mat and your heels towards the earth. Shift your gaze, your drishti, between your legs. To fully lengthen the spine and complete this inversion, look forward and a light jump. Inhale, halfway look, flat back, and exhale, fold. Slowly come up, chair pose. Inhale and exhale, Tadasana. Last one. Inhale, hands over the head, chair pose, look up. Exhale, fold. Inhale halfway, flat back. Place the hands. Come onto your toes if you can. Lean into your shoulders. And step back, Chaturanga, 8-limbed serpent. Inhale, cobra, and exhale, downward dog. Step your right foot forward, warrior one. And exhale down into plank, chaturanga, 8-limbed serpent. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward dog. Left foot forward, warrior one. Exhale down, chaturanga, 8-limbed serpent. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward dog. Breathe. Breathe. Look forward. Jump. Inhale, flat back, halfway look, and fold forward. Inhale, come up, chair pose. Exhale, Tadasana. Inhale, namaste over the head. Exhale, fold. Place the hands, jump back, chaturanga, 8-limbed serpent. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward dog. Breathe. Step the right foot forward. Inhale, warrior one. From warrior one, straighten your front leg and you will feel your hips shift from facing forward to opening towards the side and begin to lower. Make sure your back is not collapsing in this, and if it is, you may bring your hand up a little further. If it's comfortable for you, you may bring your hand down to the mat, making sure you're not collapsing into your shoulder. Now let's square off a deep hamstring stretch. Place a block on either side of your front foot and pivot your back toes forward so both feet face the front of the room. With your legs straight and your arms firm on the blocks, inhale and find length in your spine. You may place your hands on the mat if that's comfortable, but ensuring you're not collapsing into your shoulder. From here, place your left hand on the right block, and we'll take our left arm behind our back and begin our pelvic twist. Before we lift our left arm up, breathe, inhale, and bring it back down to center. Square the hips forward, exhale. And from here, we'll go down into our flow. Chaturanga down, 8-limbed serpent. Inhale, cobra, and exhale, downward dog. Other side. Inhale, left foot forward. Warrior 1. Now, with your left foot forward, straighten your leg and pivot your foot back. Open your hips to the side for Trikonasana. Reach long, then bring your left hand down to your shin or a block. Again, ensuring we're not collapsing at the shoulders. If we are, we can just bring our hand up. To transition into our hamstring stretch, place a block on either side of your left foot and pivot your back toes forward. Square your hips to the front, keep your legs straight, and lead with your chest as you lower your head toward your toes. Glide into reverse triangle. Keep your left foot forward and place your right hand on the block. Wrap your left arm behind your back before you straighten it. Roll that left shoulder open, twisting from your core while keeping your hips steady. And release the twist, bringing our hips back to center. Look forward. And begin our flow. Chaturanga down, 8-limbed serpent. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward dog. Look forward and jump. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Slowly come up. Namaste over the head. Standing forward fold sequence. Step your feet out into a wide stance, keeping your hips squared forward. Begin to bend into your right knee. Sit your hips back. Keep your right foot completely flat on the mat. It's a common mistake to lift the heel and come onto the toes, but that puts unnecessary strain on the knee. Use your hands on the floor as you begin to transition from side to side, moving with your breath. Using your hands to help you. Now, let's move into our wide leg series. Step your feet wide, parallel to each other. Keep your hips squared. Our first variation. Inhale to length, then exhale and fold deep. Place your hands behind the line of your feet, using that leverage to gently pull your head down toward the space between your legs. And breathe here. And slowly come up. Inhale, release. Second variation. Inhale, rise halfway, then interlock your fingers behind your back. As you fold again, let your hands fall towards the mat in front of you. This is a practical way to open the shoulders while releasing the lower back. And release. Place your hands on the hips. Third variation. Inhale to lift, then take your hands out in front of you on the mat. Focus on straightening your spine and reaching your tailbone back. Sit into your heels, lift your toes. And release, hands on the hips. Final variation. Reach down and grab your big toes with your fingers. Use that grip to pull your elbows wide and bring your crown closer to the earth. And release, come up, hands on the hips, exhale. Let's move into revolved wide leg forward fold. Place your hands on the hips, inhale, and exhale, fold, find length. Option 1, grab your feet and pull your chest forward. Option 2, reach your left hand to the sky to first open the chest, then place it on the floor directly under your face as you twist. Option 3, for the deepest twist, take that left hand across to grab your right foot. Use the grip to pull your torso through, rotating your heart towards the sky. If you're struggling, I invite you to stay in the option you are. Mastery comes from consistency, not forcing. We'll recenter before switching sides. Inhale, lift that right arm to the sky, and you can either bring it in front of you or bring it across to that left foot now, the opposite side, for that deep torso twist. And breathe here, just maintaining that strong grip for that twist if you decide to go to option 3. And then coming out whenever you're ready. Breathe and find your center. Step back into those side lunges, moving side to side on each side to finish opening the hips for some deep stretching. Using the hands to help. And then we'll come into seated. Extend your left leg forward and bend your right knee. For our first stretch, fold straight forward down into the middle between your legs. Breathe. Now grab your right leg with your left hand. Reach your right arm up and over for a side stretch. You can place your hand on your thighs or your foot. And breathe. From here, we have 2 options. Option 1, keep the right foot tucked into your inner thigh, half seated. Option 2, for a deeper challenge, tuck that right leg behind you like a lady sitting in a skirt, keeping the top of the foot on the mat. Choose the version that feels right for your knees and breathe deep. Fold forward in between your legs. If you're struggling here, I invite you to move into option 1. Using your breath as a guide, look where you want to go and reach. Maintaining that nice flat back. Breathe. And slowly come out. And with that left hand on the right leg, we will reach our right arm to the sky, and you can either bring it down to your toes or stay here on your thigh. Remember, true mastery isn't about touching your toes. It's keeping your heart open to the side. And breathe and release. And bring the leg up. We'll come into our lunge and prepare to do the other side. Transitioning from your left side lunge, lower your hips all the way to the mat, keeping your right leg extended and your left knee bent. Reach into the middle between your legs. Reset the spine. Find center. Option 1, grab your right foot with your left hand. Check your left shoulder. If it's dropping towards the floor, lift it back up and rest your elbow on your thigh. We want to keep the chest spiraling open towards the sky. And breathe. And slowly release. For our leg position, keep the left foot tucked in or take it out into that skirt style tucked behind you. Be honest with your knees here. Breathe into it. And remember, mastery is staying where you can actually breathe. And begin to lean forward between the legs, looking where you want to go. Lengthen the spine. And we'll slowly release. Get ready for that side stretch. Take the left hand, reach it over either on our thigh or grab our foot. Keeping that right arm straight. And breathe. How does this feel? Slowly come out and come back up to standing whichever way you can. And meet me in downward dog. Exhale. From downward dog, bring your right leg up towards the sky, keeping the hips aligned and straight. Bring it all the way through to pigeon pose. Keep your shin as parallel to the top of the mat as possible. Don't let your foot tuck in. Keep it centered and flexed to protect the knee. Your hips down, keep them squared forward like headlights. Avoid leaning to the side, stay centered. Lower down slowly. Reach the arms straight in front of you, look forward, lengthen the back. Inhale. Exhale. And release. From your upright pigeon, shift your weight slightly and sweep your back leg all the way around to the front. Stack your left ankle directly over your right knee and your left knee over your right ankle. Your shins should be stacked like two logs on a fire. You can use blocks on either side of your legs for support and breathe here. If you choose, you may come down onto your forearms, making sure your back is straight. Look forward and breathe. While staying in your stacked fire log, we're going to add a diagonal stretch. Inhale to find a tall spine. Reach your hands or forearms out to the right. Instead of leaning to the side, think about leaning forward over that right knee. Keep both sit bones grounded on the mat. You should feel this deeply in your left outer hip and the side of your lower back. Second angle, walk your hands out to the left. Again, lead with your chest, leaning forward into the stretch. If your hips are lifting off to the floor, you've gone too far. Stay on your hands instead of your forearms to keep that connection to the earth. Breathe into the back of your ribs and let the weight of your torso deepen the hip opening. Remember, we aren't side bending here. We are folding forward at an angle to find the hidden tension. One last deep exhale before we transition. And release. Now, pick up your left leg, hugging it towards your chest like you're cradling a baby. Gently rotate the leg from side to side. Feel the head of the femur moving in the hip socket, loosening up any last bits of tension. Keep your spine tall and don't let your back round as you hold your leg. From here, we're going to explore our range of motion. Take a deep breath. Inhale. As you exhale, begin to draw your foot up towards your head. Lift as far as you can. Remember to breathe and truly listen to your body. Now, from that cradle position, we're going to find our full extension. Grip your left foot and on an exhale, start to straighten the leg up and out. Bring it as far as you can today. It doesn't have to be a perfectly straight line or perfectly vertical. What matters is your spine is straight. Look up. Option 1, stay here. Option 2, if you have the mobility, bend your left knee and drape it over your left shoulder like a backpack strap. Only do option 2 if you can bring your foot to your face. Otherwise, I invite you to stay in option 1. Keep your chest facing forward. This is a deep hip opener, so stay here if you feel a strong stretch. Option 3, reach your right hand over the top of your head and grab the outside of your left foot. If you can hold this grip without collapsing your shoulder or rounding your spine, I invite you to straighten your left leg behind the shoulder. Use the strength of your right arm to guide the leg up while your left shoulder stays firmly out in front. As you straighten the leg behind your arm, make sure you aren't hunching. Peel your chest open and look under your right arm toward the sky. If your spine rounds or you can't breathe, back up to option 2 or option 1. Mastery isn't the pose, it's the control you have within it. And breathe. And we're going to release slowly. Gently release your left leg from that extension. Cross your ankles, plant your hands, and step back into a quick downward dog to pedal out the feet and reset your spine. Now, sweep your left leg forward and place the knee behind your left wrist for pigeon on the other side. Slide your right leg back and work on keeping that left shin as parallel to the top of the mat as your body allows. Remember, keep the foot centered and flexed. Don't let it tuck in towards your body. And lower. Exhale. From your upright pigeon on the left, shift your weight onto your left hip and sweep your right leg all the way around to the front. Stack your right ankle directly over your left knee and your right knee over your left ankle. Look for those shins to be parallel at the top of the mat, stacked like logs. Ground your sit bones and sit tall. Begin to lean forward. Exhale. Remember to look forward, keeping the back straight. Breathe. Now, reach your forearms or hands to the left, first leaning forward over the knee while keeping your seat heavy. Now, walk it over to the right. Remember, we are leaning forward, not to the side. We're hunting for that deep tension in the outer glutes. Stay where you can maintain a long spine and a steady breath. Now, return to center. Pick up that right leg, hugging it close like you're cradling a baby. Gently rock it from side to side. Feel the femur rotating in the hip socket, loosening up any tightness from the day. Keeping your spine long and tall here. Don't let your chest collapse just because you're holding your leg. Once the hip feels warm, we'll explore the lift. Take a deep inhale, and as you exhale, begin to draw your right foot up towards your forehead. Bring it up as high as you can today, but stay honest and breathe. From the cradle, take hold of your right foot. On a deep exhale, begin to straighten the leg up and out. Reach for your own personal straight line. It doesn't matter if the knee stays slightly bent. What matters is your spine. Option 1. Now let's explore option 2. Bend your right knee, draping it over your right shoulder like a backpack strap. Place your right hand firmly on the mat beside you for balance. Just stay here for a breath. Notice how this side feels compared to the other. Option 3. If you're ready to move forward, reach your left hand over the top of your head and grab the outside of your right foot. Before you go further, check your posture. If you can hold this grip without your right shoulder collapsing or your spine rounding, I invite you to begin straightening that right leg behind your shoulder. And breathe here. Breathe and release when you're ready. I invite you to meet me in downward dog. We're going to begin our last sequence. Inhale and exhale to downward dog. Step your right foot forward outside your right hand. Drop your back knee down into a very low lunge. Option 1, stay on your hands, or option 2, move down to your forearms. Now, we're going to pivot that front foot. Roll onto the outer edge of your right foot so the sole is facing up. Take your right hand and gently press it against the inside of your right thigh, opening the knee away from your body. Whether you're on your hands or your forearms, keep your chest long and look over your right shoulder. And breathe. Option 2, reach your right arm back toward your straight left leg. On an inhale, bend that left knee, bringing your foot towards your glutes. This is a very deep twist, so if you have a cloth, you can use that to help with the grip. Once you have the grip, don't just pull. Think about pressing your hips forward while simultaneously pulling your shoulders back. You should feel an incredible opening in the left quad and hip flexor, plus a deep twist in the spine. And release. From that low lunge, we're going to shift our weight back. Send your hips over your left knee and straighten your right leg out in front of you. Keep your left hip stacked directly over your left knee. Flex your right toes back towards your face. And breathe. Inhale and exhale. And option 2, we move into our final peak position, which is full splits. From your half split, slowly begin to slide your right heel forward while simultaneously inching your left knee back. Place blocks on either sides of your hips. Brace your hands into them, keeping your torso upright, and take the weight off your hamstrings. If you need a little bit more stability, slide a block or cushion directly under your pelvic floor or your front thigh. This allows your muscles to relax into the stretch rather than tensing up. And breathe. One last deep inhale and exhale before releasing. And at your own pace, meet me in downward dog. We will transition to the other side, bringing our left foot forward in low lunge. Stay strong on your hands. Lower to your forearms if the space is there today. pivot onto the outer edge of your left foot so the bottom is facing towards you. Take your left hand and gently press the thigh away. Look over your left shoulder, inviting the hip to a spiral open. Now, let's go deeper. Reach your left hand back towards your straight right leg. Bend that right knee, drawing the foot towards your glutes. Grab the foot with your left hand. If the reach feels too far, this is where you can use a cloth or a strap. And breathe here. Don't just pull the foot. Keep sinking your hips forward while peeling your left shoulder back, whether you're on your hands or your forearms. Keep your breath steady through the intensity. And breathe. And slowly release. Shift your weight back. Straighten your left leg for half splits. Stack your right hip over your right knee. Reach forward with your left hand and grab your toes. From here, we slide into full splits. Inch your left heel forward and your right knee back. Grab your blocks. You can keep them at your sides for height or place a block or cushion directly under your left thigh or pelvic floor. This support allows your nervous system to let go so the muscles can actually lengthen. Final breath. Slowly and gently release your legs from the splits. Move with care. Your muscles have been under deep tension. Come to lay down on your back, letting your feet fall open and the palms face the sky. Meet me in Shavasana. We've just completed some deep surgical work on our shoulders and hips. As you rest here, I want you to check in. How do you feel? Where was the tension and where has it been released? Taking time to breathe here. If you're ready to take this process even further, meet me in part 2. We're going to do some shoulder exercises against the wall. If you're ready to take this openness even further, meet me in part 2. We're heading to the wall for targeted shoulder exercises to push past our limits. Now that we're fully warmed up, we can go deeper than ever before.